I am having a blessed evening. Yes, I am. So this one is strange to me, as it should be strange to you. You know, they was having a festival in out there in France. It's a music festival where everybody come all around the world just to party, just to have fun. And 145 people were stuck with syringes, needles. It looks like to me that that was planned and that was a strategic move that someone planned. Someone planned that to stick 145 people with syringe needles. You know, where there's a big gathering. Of course, you know, people's drinking, they smoking, they having fun. You know, a lot of people's drunk, and they, you know, you feel a pinch. Yeah, I wonder what they was, you know, what was inside the syringes, or what was it, what chemicals that touched the needle. You hitting people with syringes and just keep poking people, like that's not normal. That's not normal. So you know you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. Now you can't, you know, if and do you go out, you have to be careful. It's like you can't drink, you can't have a good time. So it looks like even though that happened, that's gonna be happening everywhere now because now people gonna be in clubs, they're gonna be in lounges sticking people with syringes. Yeah, you got to be careful out there, man. You know, it's not about all. You know, it's good to have fun and to go out to let your hair down and to let loose and just enjoy yourself. But you have to, at what cost? At what cost? At what cost? So let's get into this right here because I got the video of it and I want to share this with you.
14 people are under arrest after a possible syringe attack at a series of music festivals across France. 145 people report being pricked, including some girls as young as 14. I want to bring in foreign correspondent Tom Sufi Burridge for more. Tom, what's the
You
latest here?
14 years old?
Yeah, Dan, so I
What
think
are
this
you
is a
doing in
very
that
troubling
festival?
phenomenon. What we don't know is anything really about the malign actors who were behind this. It appears to have been inspired or encouraged on social media. So it looks like there were social media posts before this annual nationwide music festival event. So effectively, Fête de la Musique, there are music festivals in towns and cities right across France. And prior to the event, there were posts, we think,
Okay, there's two things. What is a 14-year-old doing there in the festival? You're supposed to be home. Well, that's number one. Number two, if it was encouraged on social media, where was the social media cops? Where was it? Where was the social media FBI? Where was this? Why did no alerts go out to warn people that there was going to be people there sticking people with syringes? Like it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Like the police wasn't watching. Nobody wasn't watching. That you're gonna have 145 people there to stick people with syringes. What if it was something more serious? Right? There was gonna be active shooters there to shoot people up and to kill people or to bomb people. You're not saying that nobody's not watching this? Come on, man. It's not adding up. And then on top of it, you got a 14-year old inside a festival. Yeah, you can ask me a question. Yes, yes, you can. You can ask me a question, but it's not adding up. It's really not adding up, man. And I want y'all to pay attention to it. I'm gonna rewind it back. Yes, I'm American. Yes, I am American. Yes. You know, it's sad, man. It's just sad that you can't, you know, you can't go out there and enjoy yourself. You can't go out there and have fun. You can't go out there just to let your hair down, you know, to unloose a little bit. But something is fishy about this. Something is fishy about this whole thing, right? How come your guys love Israel so much? I don't love anything. Israel. This is a whole different topic. I don't love anybody. Listen, I don't love anybody that's doing wrong to people. That's hateful. That's jealous. Anybody, any tyrant, any bully. I don't care who you are. You could be anybody. I don't like tyrants. I don't like bullies. So that's just to go answer your question. Okay? I don't like bullies at all. I don't care who you are. I don't like bullies. I don't like tyrants. I don't like people that take advantage of people that's weak, alien, and that has disability. I don't like that. So that's to answer your question. Now back to my topic. Yeah, like I said, like this don't make no sense. What a 14-year-old doing inside a festival, partying with grown people, teenagers. It's a music festival. You know, it's gonna be drinking. It's gonna be alcohol there. Where was the parents at? So this is something to think about. You know, and then you said that this was encouraged by social media. Where was the cops at? Where was FBI at? Where was anybody to basically to stop this from going on?
Say 14 people are under arrest after a possible syringe attack at a series of music festivals across France. 145
This happened
people
on
report
France.
being pricked, including some girls as young as 14. I want to bring in foreign correspondent Tom Sufi
Yes, you can
for
ask me a
more. Tom, what's the
question.
latest here?
You can ask me a
Yeah, no, so
question.
I think this is a very troubling phenomenon. What we don't know is anything really about the malign actors who were behind this. It appears to have been inspired or encouraged on social media. So it looks like there were social media posts before this annual nationwide music festival event. So effectively, Fête à la Musique, there are music festivals in towns and cities right across France. And prior to the event, there were posts, we think, on social media encouraging people or telling people to prick people attending that event. Now, we don't know anything about the malign actors behind this. Police are investigating, and they say that during those series of music festivals right across France on Saturday, 145 people were either pricked or believed they were pricked. So, you know, because of these social media posts, people picked up on these and then warned other social media users that this was being encouraged.
Okay, if it if they was poked or pricked or whatever you want to call it, and if this was provoked on social media, where was the cops at? Where was the authorities at to intercept this? To intercept anything that was going to go on? You know, this is something to think about, man. You know, social media and these major platforms are allowing these individuals to do these things. You can't say, "Oh, we can't be at 100 places all but one time." Yeah, but you could be at certain places and a particular group of people that you want to target. You would target them. You would target them. Why was not this? If it was on social media that these individuals were going to do that, they was plotting and planning to poke people with syringes. Why was there no tactic force there to intercept these individuals, right? To bring undercover officers there to arrest these individuals that was going to poke people. You could have locked them all up. You could have investigated them even before these acts happened. This is an annual event. This is a lot of people there. A lot of children are there, young. You understand where I'm coming from? Like, this don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. And what was inside the syringes? You just not gonna poke anybody with a syringe. There's nothing inside of there. That don't make any sense, man. You know. And like he was saying, you know, this was encouraged by social media. If it was encouraged by social media, or wasn't encouraged by social media, this is something to think about. This is something to look into. Why you let these acts go unchallenged, basically, before these acts happen? Now, after these acts happen, now you want to come and start doing investigation. You should have been on point right then and there when these acts was going on. When these acts was going on, when people was preparing, you know, to stick people or poke people, it should have been active. You should have intercept and stop these individuals from happening. To go inside they social media to track them down because you got state of the art computers, you got state of the art everything, and then catch these individuals in the act. So that lets me know that, not to get off the topic, that lets me know that predators, rapists, child molesters, child abusers, this is what they do. They use social media because they know that nobody's not watching them. And they are there to get away from to get away with acts like this, hooking up with children, selling drugs, and doing all these other things on social media because they know that law enforcement, right, is not really paying attention. It's not really paying attention. That just goes show the lack of security, right? And on these major platforms, on the internet, everybody could come over there and do these type of acts. Where is the security at? I blame this on society. I blame this on those that's in charge that procreated this, man. They supposed to have individuals there already watching these things. This is a big event, right? This is a big event. Israel and Iran is going at it. So that's red flags right there. Hello, something might be going on. It's 150, 145 people that's going to an event. It might be a shooter, active shooters there. We don't know. Let's check social media. Let's go to these events. Why was there no officers there? Why was all this no security there? What's going on? Do you understand that? I want you to look at this, man, and pay attention because it doesn't seem right. Why was a 14-year-old there? These things we need to look at too. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Telling you this right now. If I was you, I would not go to no events until everything is clear. I won't go no events. I'll just party with friends and family, my close ones. I won't go to no big events where it's 200 people, 300 people, 500 people. That's just a shout out to you. Don't go there. Do you like America or England? I'm American. What advice would you give a 26-year-old dude? Well, it depends. It depends. It depends on what this young man and young lady are into. The advice what I give a 26-year-old, I will give them advice as far as get your credit up. Focus on your school, right? Build a savings for you. Also build generational wealth for you. Just in case you decide to have children, you decide to have a wife, and make sure that you get a prenup. That you get a prenup. Okay? I don't care who she's with. You love her, you marry her, make sure you get a prenup, a written agreement. Because now you got to get prenup with individuals that don't even got money. So you don't know your outcome. You don't know your life. You don't know how successful you're going to be. Get a prenup, go to school, build generational wealth, start building on your saving right now. Start building on yourself right now and stay focused and humble. That's the advice I will give you. That's the advice I'll give you. If you dealing with, you know, that's the advice. That's some good advice. That's good advice. If you're gonna get married in the future, make sure you write a proposal up, a prenup. That's right. Write a prenup up because marriage is not the way it is no more. So that's the advice that I will give you. If you're gonna have children with her, you're gonna build a family, you're building generational wealth with your life. You know, you doing certain things. These are the things that you have to do, whether male or female. Male or female. Write up a prenup. Protect your future, protect your life, and protect your loved ones, and pass it on to your friends. So, yeah, and 145 people getting stuck with syringes. That's baffling to me. That's baffling. All the stuff that's going on, the bombs are dropping, people fighting each other. You got 145 people going to an event, an annual event. People know they're going to be there. There could have been active shooters there. There could have been active stabbers, just stabbing up people, trying to kill people. You understand what I'm saying? Where was the law enforcement at? This is sad, man. This is sad. They need to get it together. They need to get this together. Wherever it's at, they need to get it together. So that's my advice to all of y'all. And pay attention. Just pay attention. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes open and your head on a swivel. It's murder, death, kill going on here. not just physically, mentally, spiritually. That's right. Keep your eyes open and your head on a swivel. Peace, y'all. Peace.